Hey, everybody, welcome back to a very special episode of Touring History. I'm Lane, and today we're throwing the ultimate birthday party.
That's right. And I'm Dave, and we're celebrating someone truly extraordinary. Sonia Treaster, who's celebrating her 100th birthday this weekend.
Wow, 100 trips around the sun. Can you imagine all the history she's witnessed? Well, today we're taking a journey through time to explore the top 10 historical events that have all happened on Sonia's May 25th birthday.
And trust us, this date has been absolutely packed with moments of human triumph, breakthrough discoveries, and cultural milestones that have shaped our world for the better.
And speaking of birthdays, before we dive into the historical journey, let's celebrate some of the other May 25th legends that are following in Sonia's footsteps.
That's right. We've got Sir Ian McKellen at 86, Gandalf himself, ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Award-winning Octavia Spencer at 55, Olympic gymnast Ali Raisman at 31, and comedy genius Mike Myers at 61. Oh, I'm verklempt. What a stellar birthday crew following in Sonia's footsteps.
Absolutely. So, moving on to the historical events, all that happened on May 25th. And we'll start with one that predates Sonia. 1787, our countdown begins with the day that Constitutional Convention opened in Philadelphia. Also very familiar to Sonia. Picture this 55 delegates from 12 states gathering to literally build the foundation of American democracy.
And they were all yelling, "Where's Sonia? We need Sonia!" What's remarkable is that they originally just planned to revise the Articles of Confederation, but instead they created something entirely new. You know what, fellas? Let's start over. A living document that's evolved and adapted for over 235 years. It's proof that the best solutions often come from bold reimagining rather than simple fixes.
Fast forward to 1946, and we witness the birth of the modern Kingdom of Jordan. On May 25th, Transjordan gained full independence and became Jordan under King Abdullah I.
Transjordan. You mean, was it a boy or a girl, Jordan?
Yes, I knew that was coming.
This represents something beautiful about the post-war era, nations finding their identity and sovereignty. Jordan has since become a beacon of stability in the Middle East, welcoming refugees and fostering peace. It's a testament to how leadership with vision can build lasting prosperity and still be trans.
Yeah, now moving on to number 8, 1961. President John F. Kennedy stands before Congress and makes one of the boldest promises in history. We will land the moon. No.
Come on, you can do it, Lane. Get that chowder out of your mouth.
Yeah. What? President John F. Kennedy stands before Congress and makes one of the boldest promises in human history. We will land a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before this decade is out.
That's right. And chowder for everyone. Talk about audacious optimism. At the time, America had barely managed 15 minutes in space. There was just monkeys up there. But that... Albert! But that's the magic of human ambition. When we dream big and commit fully, we achieve the impossible. And sure enough, only 10 years later, not even, July 1969 proved Kennedy right.
That's right. An amazing moment, and it all tied to Sonia's birthday. Moving on to number 7. 1964 marked a crucial victory for educational equality when the Supreme Court ordered the reopening of Virginia schools in Griffin v. Prince Edward County. This ended a 5-year closure where officials had shut down public schools rather than integrate them.
What I love about this moment is that it shows how justice, though sometimes delayed, ultimately prevails. Those children who were denied education fought back through the courts, and their perseverance opened doors for generations to come. Progress isn't always immediate, but it's inexorable when people stand up for what's right.
Ooh, that's an amazing use and pronunciation of the word inexorable.
Thank you.
Moving on to number 6, 1968. St. Louis dedicated one of America's most iconic monuments, the Gateway Arch. Standing 630 feet tall, it commemorates westward expansion and the spirit of exploration.
Yeah, I've been up on that thing, and boy, is it tiny at the top. This gleaming arch isn't just beautiful architecture, stainless steel. It's a symbol of human ambition and our endless drive to explore new frontiers. From the pioneers who headed west to the space race happening simultaneously, it captures that uniquely American spirit of what's beyond that horizon? Let's take it over.
I'll tell you what's beyond that horizon in a galaxy far, far away. A
Ooh.
date that changed entertainment forever. Star Wars premiered and launched not just a beloved franchise, but an entire retail merchandising revolution. Again, all on
Yes,
Sonia's birthday.
that's right. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Move along, Lane. George Lucas pioneered something incredible here. He retained the merchandising rights when the studio thought toys from a space movie would never sell. Oh,
Oops.
brilliant. Yeah, that guy got canned. That decision created the modern entertainment merchandising industry, from t shirts to action figures to lunchboxes to video games. Star Wars proved that great stories could live far, far beyond the galaxy and screen.
That's right. Now, before we continue our historical journey, let's take a moment to thank today's sponsor, uniquely Philadelphian and tied to Sonia, Wawa.
Wawa! At the Wawa. For over 60 years, Wawa has been fueling communities up and down the East Coast. With their incredible made to order hoagies, that's what they call them in Philly, freshly brewed coffee, they still call it coffee there, and unbeatable convenience. From their humble beginnings as a dairy farm in 1803 to today's all day, everyday convenience store offering fresh food, beverages, fuel, and more. Wawa has always been about bringing people together.
Yeah, just like birthday parties, right there.
That's right.
What we love about Wawa is their commitment to community. They're known for their unique combination of fresh food and beverage, convenience, and service. And speaking of community, they're celebrating heroes through events like Wawa Hoagie Day, where they distribute thousands of free hoagies and honor military, veterans, fire and police, and everyday heroes.
That's right. We're working on a Wawa Sonia Day. It's in the works. We'll get back to you.
It's a 100-foot long sandwich.
That's right. Enough for everybody. Plus, Wawa has been employee owned through their employee stock ownership plan since
That's
1992.
cool.
How many millionaires have they generated with associates owning more than 40% of the company? Incredible. When you shop at a Wawa, you're supporting a business that truly invests in its own people and communities. Go for it.
So next time you need fuel, food, or just great coffee, head to wawa.com to find your nearest location. Wawa, your all day, everyday stop for everything you need.
And we're working on the Sonia Hoagie. Okay, so on to Phoenix Mars Lander.
Yeah, number 4, the Phoenix Mars lander confirms ice. Yeah, the Phoenix Mars lander made a discovery that changed everything we knew about the red planet. That's Mars, if you don't know. It confirmed the presence of water ice on Mars.
Mars. This wasn't just a scientific milestone, it was a moment of pure human wonder. The possibility that Mars once had, or could again have, conditions suitable for life expanded our understanding of our place in the universe. Elon wants to go, so it must be okay. Every time we reach beyond our world, we learn something that makes us appreciate both our cosmic neighborhood and our precious Earth.
That's right. And staying in outer space, number 3, SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft became the first commercial vehicle to dock with the International Space Station on May 25th, 2012. This wasn't just a business milestone, it was the dawn of a new space age.
That's right. And when those rockets aren't blowing up on the pad, they're on their way to Mars. And what's incredible is how this opens space exploration to private innovation and entrepreneurship. We went from space being exclusively government run to having multiple companies competing to push boundaries of what's possible. Sonia, you're next on the list to go up there. Competition drives innovation, and innovation drives progress. Step up.
Way to go, SpaceX. All right, moving on to number 2, the hashtag MeToo legal milestone. May 25th, 2018 was when we saw Harvey Weinstein charged in New York, a landmark movement in the hashtag MeToo movement's fight for accountability and justice.
Yes, this was a bad man. While the circumstances were serious, this date represents something powerful about social progress. When people find their voices and stand together and hide behind, chats on whatever, real change happens. The hashtag MeToo movement has led to stronger workplace protections, better reporting mechanisms, and most importantly, a cultural shift toward believing and supporting survivors. It's proof that speaking truth to power can create lasting institutional change.
And our last historical event for May 25th is May 25th, 2020, the day George Floyd was murdered, sparking global protests and renewed commitment to racial justice. While the circumstances were tragic, the response showed humanity at its most determined to create change.
Yes, so while May 25th had some very exciting things happen, it also had some very serious things happen that really changed a lot of the way we think. So, what gives me hope about this moment in history is how it mobilizes people across every demographic in every corner of the world to say, this is not acceptable. The conversations, policy changes, and community initiatives that followed prove that even in our darkest moments, we can choose to build something better. The arc of justice is long, but it bends towards justice when we all pull together. I know, deep, deep, but it is Sonia's birthday.
Well, as we wrap up this countdown of the top 10 historical events on May 25th, we hope Sonia and everyone celebrating with her can see what an amazing day they chose to be born.
From the founding of American democracy to landing on Mars, from breaking barriers to reaching for the stars, May 25th has consistently been a day when humanity chooses progress over stagnation, hope over fear, and the future over the past.
Sonia, your 100 years have witnessed the most extraordinary century of human advancement in history. You've seen us go from horse drawn carriages to space stations, from silent films to virtual reality, from handwritten letters to global instant communication.
But more than the technology, Sonia, you've witnessed the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome challenges, to dream bigger, and to build a better world for the next generation. So thank you. Every May 25th in history proves that progress is possible when people believe in something greater than themselves, just like you.
That's right. Happy 100th birthday, Sonia. Thank you for a century of wisdom, and here's to many more celebrations of this remarkable day in history.
That's right. Happy birthday. This has been Touring History. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep making history, and wish Sonia a happy birthday.
Yeah, I can keep going. You got a long way to go until you reach Sonia's 100-year milestone. Let's all have fun getting there together, shall we?
All right. See ya.
Bye, everybody.